Now, good evening, my dear class 12 student. This is a class of BST, Business Studies, and we are going through the chapter. Financial market. Now, under financial market, we have already covered most of the topic. Last day actually I discussed about the National Stock Exchange, that is NSE. Today we will discuss another stock exchange that is also very popular, that is BSE. And last day I have also discussed some of the common stock market terms, that is Bodla, penny stocks, bulls and bear. What are these? That I have discussed yesterday. Now who is there? Ronit Kumar. Sir, QH, what does it mean? I cannot understand, Ronit. What actually you want to? Question. What type of question? What type of question do you have? We have to cover the file. Yes, you have to cover the file. Okay, now come to the point, that is today we will discuss about BSE, that is Bombay Stock Exchange. Okay, BSE is called Bombay Stock Exchange, and now India's, not only India, that is Asia's oldest stock market is that. Okay, actually BSE Limited, formerly known as, before BSE Limited, it is actually known as Bombay Stock Exchange Limited. Okay, was established in 1875. 1875, long years ago. Okay, very old, and was Asia's first stock exchange. This BSE is actually the Asia's first stock exchange. Not only in India, in whole Asia, the first stock exchange which set up is known as BSE. That is still going on, and that is the 10th largest stock exchange as per rank by the world. Okay. Now, what from actually this stock exchange granted permanent recognition under the Securities Contract Regulation Act. Security Contract Regulation Act actually regulates the different stock exchange, and that act was formed in 1956. It has contributed to the growth of the corporate sector by providing platform for raising capital. The stock exchange main function is that to raise company actually raise their capital through this stock exchange. They issue initial public offering, and the traded, that is shares, securities, debentures, preference share, whatever the securities company have, that is selling and purchase is going on through this stock exchange. Okay, so this is actually the market. Stock exchange is a market. Okay, but this is now a virtual market, because all the transaction is happened is a common computer terminal, and from your home you can access now. But when this was started, at that time there are different actually mechanism actually used to buy and sell the securities of the company, and auction system actually happen. What is like that if anybody want to sell the Reliance shares, and one is like to buy the Reliance shares. Now you are saying the price is going on, suppose 100, seller is saying, oh, actually we will sell in minimum rupees of selling will be the 500. Now, one buyer is saying, I will give 400. One buyer is saying, I will give 450. Then who will actually bid the most price, and that price the seller is like to sell. And that's way, and that is actually happen in a physical matter, physical way. There is a market, there is a place, there buyer and seller will come, just like market you are seeing, that is vegetable market, just like fish market, there that type of market. In the time of 1875 I was telling, but after NSC was come, that is after the main terminal system is come as 1992 actually set up by the NSC, and from 1996 they started the operation. All the procedure is happened virtually and there is no physical transaction actually happen nowadays. Now, another thing is BSC Limited was established first as a native share stockbroker association. It was first established as a native stockbroker association in the year 1875. This year is very important, but sometimes the question will come, which year actually the Bombay Stock Exchange first started. That you have to say that 1875. Sorry, even before the now, even before the actual legislation were enacted, BSC Limited already had a set of rules. Now, before coming because the Securities Contract Regulation Act comes in the year 1956, but before that the BSC Limited has their own rules and regulation to trade growth of securities market. A stock exchange, as earlier I am also discussed, can be set up as a corporate entity with different individuals as a member or shareholder. So, BSC one such exchange set up as a corporate entity with a board of shareholders base. It has so it was actually built as a corporate entity, and the professional person actually manage this stock exchange, and there is some board of director, and it is a limited company. Now, what are the main objective of the Bombay Stock Exchange? To provide an efficient and transparent market for trading in equity, debt, instruments, derivative and mutual funds. So, main objective of the Bombay Stock Exchange is efficient and transparent. That should be the transparent and efficient market for trading in equity, debt instrument, derivative and mutual fund. Now, this is very transparent. Why? Because all the things actually going on through a common terminal, and the price actually showing in BSC. Suppose there is a price showing in the BSC of the Tata Motors, that's 120 rupees. The same price you can show in your computer if you have a login authorization with a share broker in a demat account. Okay. Now, second objective is to provide a trading platform. To provide a trading platform for equities of small and medium enterprise. Now, what happened actually in NSC, generally small companies is not, NSC actually not give the permission to listed the small companies, but BSC has given the permission to the small companies also as a listed. So, here you can, the small and medium type of companies can trade their securities, and that is one of the main objective of the BSC, to provide a trading platform for equities of small and medium enterprises also. Now, another objective of the Bombay Stock Exchange is to ensure active trading and safeguard market integrity through an electronically driven exchange. That I have already discussed. All the procedure, all the trading, all the settlement is done through a electronic terminal for driven or electronically actually. So, that is very secure and transparent and efficient also. Now, another objective is to provide other services to capital market participants like risk management, clearing, settlement, market data and education. The BSc is also educate the investor. They have some educational policy to they frequently arrange the workshop or open year. Nowadays, there is virtually happen to give the training or give the knowledge to the investor how they can trade, how they can purchase shares or they purchase derivatives or purchase mutual fund. So, they also provide the capital actually risks, how they can investor can manage their risks, what is they are also help in the settlement procedure. So, these are the objective they also do their purpose. Now, and they actually the trading which is happen and the procedure which is actually following by this Bombay Stock Exchange is as per the standard of international stock exchange standard they actually follow, just like NASDAQ, just like FTSE, that is NASDAQ is the index of the America, United States of America. Now, not only the India, BSc has a wide presence in global, and all customer at the global customer also actually invest in Bombay Stock Exchange, and it has stimulated innovation and competition across all market segments. Okay. It has established a capital market institute also called a BSc Institute Limited. They also actually establish a capital market institute that is only for who actually very much interested in capital market. They can go and take admission, and name of the institute is BSc Institute Limited, which purpose, what is the purpose of this institute? Provide education to financial markets and vocational training to a number of people seeking employment with stockbrokers. Now, from there you can learn the thing how the financial market is happening, what is the different procedure, rules, regulation, and from there you can get a job as a stockbrokers. There is a lots of stockbroker company actually operating in India. From there you can get a chance to do your job, and this exchange you can cannot imagine, this exchange have about 5,000 company listed from all over the country and outside also. 5,000 company actually listed in the Bombay Stock Exchange, and the largest market capitalization in India. Okay, and largest market capitalization in India. So, these are the main things about Bombay Stock Exchange. Now, what is the index actually followed by the Bombay Stock Exchange? The index actually followed by the Bombay Stock Exchange is that is called Sensex. Now, what is Sensex? Sensex is nothing but Sensex is the index of 30 companies share. 30 companies share which are from the different segment, that is from steel segment, cement segment, agriculture segment. They actually collect these companies, and for according to their performance, according to their market capitalization in reality, they actually involve them, and they actually choose the best 30 companies from different sector at first their market capitalization performance, and these 30 companies shares we actually converted into index, and that index we actually call Sensex. So, Sensex there is a 30 companies traded always. So, the Sensex actually launched in 1986. Okay. Sensex actually launched, this index actually built up in 1986. It's made up of 30 of the most actively traded stocks in the market. In fact, they account for half of the BSE's market capitalization. These companies are so big and their market value is so high. So they actually, these 30 companies actually carry, or weightage of these companies actually carry the BSE half of the market capitalization of BSEs. They represent from 13 sectors of the economy and leaders are the leaders in their respective industries. These 13 companies, 13 sectors, they divided in 13 sectors. From these 13 sectors, they choose the companies, and the companies is the leader of their particular sector. Suppose Reliance is the leader in the nowadays in mobile mobile servicing. They related with oil and gas. Okay. So in oil and gas, there is always Reliance name will come first. Suppose in case of motors, automobile, so Tata's name will come first. Okay, this is automobile sector. So that's why they actually take the different company stocks, and from these 13 sectors. And what is actually this index actually, what actually does do actually, what is Sensex actually is. Now Sensex is the benchmark index of the BSE. Since the BSE has been the leading exchange of Indian secondary market, means capital market, the Sensex has been an important indicator of Indian stock market. So always Sensex, we follow Sensex because this is an Indian stock market. Not only Indian stock market, actually represent Indian economy also. If Sensex is high, we always assume the different company in India is going well and performing well. That's how market is high. Market is actually in bulling. Bullings mean, I yesterday saying, bullings mean there is optimism that price will be rise more. The performance will be, the future performance of the company will be more, actually better than nowadays. Okay. If the Sensex is falling down, then that is actually the condition of pessimism. Then we actually thought that the companies is not doing well. Okay, that's how market is falling. So Sensex is the benchmark index of Indian secondary market. Why this is secondary market? Because in primary market we know we issue the new, build the new assets or new securities. In secondary market we actually traded the existing shares of the company. We sell or purchase of the existing shares of the company. So it is the Sensex is the most frequently used indicator for reporting on the state of the market. An index has just one job, to capture the price movement. So what is the price movement of the different share? You can easily understand from the up and downs of the Sensex, or that Sensex is the index of 30 companies. You can easily learn the prices of the share is high, actually increasing or decreasing. Okay. So a stock index will reflect the price movement of shares, while a bond index captures the manner in which bond prices go up or down. Now as Sensex is the actually the represent the shares, and from there you can easily understand the movement of share prices. Now there is a bond index also. In bond index actually indicate the up and down of the bonds value. I have already told, if the Sensex is doing well, it indicates the market is doing well. Since stocks are supposed to reflect what companies expect to earn in the future, a rising index indicates that investors expect better earnings from the company. Okay, that's I have already told. If Sensex is high, now investor is always expect that company will be earn better. It is also a measure of the state of Indian economy. So, Sensex is called also the barometer. It is the also represent the economy. If the Sensex is high, if the Nifty is high, Nifty is the index of the NSE, National Stock Exchange, then we easily can say the economy is going on well. If the Indian companies are expected to do well, obviously the economy should do well too. Okay. Now, if the companies, different companies is doing well, so automatically economy will be up. So, whole of the country will actually very good prospect is there, employment will be happen, revenue will be generated, GDP will be increases, all things will be happen. So, that is why Sensex, and that is why Sensex is so important nowadays, and that is the end of the today. Next we will discuss about the SEBI. What is SEBI? What is their main purpose, motto, different feature, functions. Okay. But today that is all. Thank you.